Masters! Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning po sa inyong lahat dyan sa Pilipinas at sa buong Asian countries. At kung sama kayong lupalop ng ating daigdig, syempre hayaan niyo muna akong batiin po kayo ng good morning, good noon, good afternoon, good evening at good night na po sa mga ready ng matulog. At welcome po sa ating Master Worm Health Trivias. Bago pa tayo magsimula ay hingin ko muna ang inyong thumbs up. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe dito po sa ating channel Master Worm for more updated contents. At sana po ay naka-full bell notification po kayo para always kayong updated sa aking channel. So we have a new topic for today mga masters, and it's all about signs and symptoms you should never ignore. Are you the person who just ignores signs and symptoms, thinking they would just go away? So tatagalugin ko sa mga hindi nakakaintindi. Ikaw ba ang tipong tao na tinitake for granted mo lang or hindi mo siniseryoso yung mga nararamdaman mo sa katawan mo? Kaya kasi akala mo ay mawawala lang naman ito. So kung ito yung typical mo na mindset, tamang-tama at yung topic na ito ay specially tailored para sa inyo. Everyone is different. Some individuals will schedule an appointment with a doctor at the first sign of a sniffle. So, ang iba dyan, sa araw pa lang mismo, sa oras pa lang mismo na may nararamdaman na silang kakaiba, ay nagpapaschedule na po sila sa mga doktor nila. Others will postpone medical attention even when the symptoms could be linked to a dangerous condition. So, pag alam na po nila na medyo delikado na or kung natatakot po sila, ayun, kinakancel po nila yung mga appointments nila sa kanilang mga doktor. So ngayong araw na ito, today, we're gonna be discussing and we're gonna be differentiating the meaning of sign or symptom. Sino ba sa inyo dito yung nalilito kung anong ibig sabihin talaga ng sign or symptoms? Unahin muna natin yung sign. A sign is something that can be seen by others. Makikita po ng ibang tao. Halimbawa is a rash. Okay? Rash. Yung nakikita nyo sa picture dyan, di ba? May be a sign of skin condition. So visible po siya makikita ng ibang tao, including yourself. So that's called a sign. Another example naman po is yung result mo sa pagkuha ng iyong blood sugar through the use of a glucose or a blood glucose meter. So ayun, visible po siya na may sign ka na meron kang diabetes. It can be observed or measured by others, including your family and doctor. So na-measure po siya. Let's proceed po sa meaning naman po ng symptom. Ano po yung meaning ng symptom? It's only apparent to the person who is experiencing them and cannot be seen or measured. Example of this is ringing in the ear. So may naririnig ka po na parang nagri-ring yung tenga mo, which may be a symptom of tinnitus. No one can hear it. Yung patient o yung tao lang mismo ang nakakarinig niyan. So that becomes a symptom and not a sign. Kasi yung sign is, dapat makikita po siya ng ibang tao. Symptoms indicate when something is wrong in your body. It could be an illness, injury, or a medical condition. So nagpapahiwatig na po ito. It's something that makes you aware na meron na pong existing problem na nangyayari sa loob ng iyong katawan. So classify po ito ng mga doctors kung anong categories ng symptoms. Yung number 1 po is remitting. Tandaan nyo, remitting, it's symptoms that improve or go away completely. Ayan po, meron ka naramdaman, pero biglang nawala lang po siya. It went away completely. So that's what we call a remitting symptom. Another category of symptom is relapsing. Relapse, o, diba? Naririnig nyo rin po yung word na relapse, diba? So it's a symptom previously experienced and resolved but return again. So ibig sabihin po nito, meron ka ng symptoms na dati na natulungan na po or na-solve na po. Halimbawa, nag-take ka ng certain medications, nawala po siya. Pero bumalik po siya, which means that's a relapsing symptoms. So ibig sabihin, isang problem lang po siya, pabalik-balik lang po siya. And the third category is the chronic symptoms. So symptoms that are long-lasting. So chronic symptoms refer to the health issues that persist for an extended period, typically lasting for a year or more. Ayun po ay 1 year or more na po siya sa nagiging symptoms ng katawan mo. And often require ongoing medical management. Kailangan talaga i-manage ito. These symptoms can be associated with chronic illness or condition. Basta yung mga problema mo is matagal na po sa katawan mo, di ba? So hindi pa siya nasosolve, that's why hindi siya mawawala yung mga simptoma sa iyong katawan. So now let's proceed to the symptoms requiring immediate medical attention. Once you have these kinds of symptoms, wag na kayong tumpi-tumpi pa. This requires immediate or ASAP or as soon as possible na medical attention. Number 1 is chest pain or pressure and pain that radiates to your jaw or upper back. Ayan, nakikita niyo naman po yung chest pain, di ba? So this is a classic heart attack symptoms and it requires immediate medical attention. Second is yung shortness of breath or difficulty breathing. It's called dyspnea. Dyspnea po siya ha. If you feel like you can't breathe or can't get enough air into your lungs, yung parang hindi mo mapupuno yung iyong lungs sa pag-breathe in mo, okay? Parang walang contentment, hindi siya napupuno. You should call 911. Ito po mga masters, delikado po ito ha. Kailangan ASAP or as soon as possible talaga. 911 talaga kung wala kang kasama at kahit may kasama ka na hindi siya marunong magbigay sa iyo ng first aid, kailangan talagang tumawag ng emergency response. This may be a very dangerous condition or baka meron ka ng asthma attack or heart issues, pneumonia, or blood clot sa iyong lungs. Kaya kailangan na talaga ng immediate na pagtawag ng emergency services or yung 911. Another symptom po is intense headaches. Ayun, headache mo, yung sakit sa ulo mo, very intense na talaga. This is common in some individuals. Any sudden onset of an intense headache, ang tinatawag po nilang the worst headache of your life. Or headaches accompanied by other neurological symptoms. And also watch out pag meron kayong one-sided weakness, confusion, and seizures. Nako, these are the reasons to seek immediate medical attention na talaga. Wag na po itong i-take for granted at wag na po kayong magpaligoy-ligoy pa. Dahil po yung intense headache is maybe already a symptom na meron kang stroke, aneurysm, or head injury. Another symptom requiring immediate medical attention is this what we call the allergic reactions. Yung severe na allergic reaction is known as anaphylaxis. Tandaan niyo po ito, anaphylaxis po mga masters. So usually magkakaroon ka po ng swelling, namamaga, or hives. Ang hives naman po mga masters is a skin rash triggered by a reaction sa pagkain, sa medications, or sa mga irritants na nasa paligid po natin. So meron ka pong mga patches na mga parang skin rash sa balat mo. That's what we call hives. And then pwede ka rin magkaroon ng drop in blood pressure. Is this what we call the anaphylactic shock? So ito pong isa sa mga delikado na kasi pag bumaba na yung blood pressure mo at hindi ka nadala sa pinakamalapit na hospital at o hindi ka na manage properly, ayun po ay mahirap mag-recover pag ikaw ay merong anaphylactic shock. If you were stung by a bee or allergic ka sa mani or sa peanut at kumain ka ng peanut or na-expose ka sa lugar na merong mga peanuts, ay pwede ka rin magkakaroon ng anaphylactic or anaphylaxis or yung allergic reactions. So it is very important na dapat vigilant po tayo kasi allergic reactions or anaphylaxis are life-threatening conditions and they require immediate medical conditions. So we should not take this for granted because we only have one life and once tayo po ay nadisgrasya at hindi naagapan ng mabuti, ayun mga masters, ay delikado din po ito. Another symptom requiring immediate medical attention is unexplained weight loss. So losing weight without trying, especially a significant decrease in weight or over an extended time, can be a symptom of something more serious. So, ayun, naglo-lose weight ka, akala mo po ay okay na okay lang po siya, pero iba kasi yung healthy way of losing weight at yung meron ka pong iniindang na health conditions. So, in general po mga masters, doctors recommend that any loss of more than 5% of your body weight without trying is reason for concern. Ayun, pag hindi po kayo nagwo-workout, hindi po kayo nagda-diet, o hindi kayo mga iba't ibang mga klaseng mga techniques on how to lose weight, pero kusang loob ka pong naglo-lose weight na walang ka-effort at 5% po ang binawas ng iyong body weight. Ayun po, be alert, be aware because that can be a concern yung health. There are numerous underlying conditions that may be associated with unintended weight loss, including diabetes. Ayun, pwede ka magkaroon ng diabetes. Overactive thyroid, ayun, ng hyperthyroidism, di ba? Mas mabilis yung kanilang metabolism. And of course, cancer, heart conditions, and more. Kaya ikaw o yung iyong mga mahal sa buhay, if you experience significant unintentional weight loss, ayun, pumunta na po kayo. Talk to your doctor about it and other symptoms you may be experiencing. Mga masters, we have some more topics to discuss but we'll just continue that as the days go along. For now, hanggang dito na po tayo and always take care of yourselves. And I hope to see you again tomorrow and sa ating iba't ibang mga activities dito po sa channel ni Master Worm. Again, this is your one and only Master Worm and God is great. Yahoo!